watching Digital Tour with me, Iya. You know, I'm super excited about this next segment because we are featuring one of my favorite bands. Yup, I'm talking about Wolfgang. I bet you love them too, huh? Pero I bet you didn't know how digital they were. Well, you'll find out on Digital Profile.
Technology is all around us.
The possibilities are as limited as your imagination is.
There's really no stopping the digital fever. A couple of nights ago, we visited two familiar faces of the rock and roll world. The techie bug has spit two gorgeous guys of Wolfgang, Manuel and Wolf. And the result? A spanking new website and a totally digital album created, recorded, and pre-mixed at their very own Renegade Studio.
Going with the flow with what everyone else around the world is doing. That everyone is trying to produce their own album if possible, and not rely on someone else outside.
First, we had to get a system with which we could record the music. I found this store, Future Music, and they turned me on to this program called Vegas Pro. And it's a very intuitive program. The learning curve is, you know, like in 2 weeks I had like stuff that I had recorded on my own. We got this system going, and you know, we had a few bugs in the beginning which we worked out, you know, and then we just basically started recording, you know, the drums, and until we were happy with the sound.
And the sound they're talking about, you'll get to hear in their awesome 20-track album. And just how cool is this software they're using? Well, check this out and be amazed.
The pros are that it's not linear, the recording, so you can cut and paste, you can move things around, which we actually did. We changed the arrangement of certain songs. You know, you take out an entire verse, you know, you shorten a verse. It's basically what you do when it's like composing on the computer, writing a paper. You know, you can move things around, delete, you can undo. You have non-destructive editing.
And the perks of having your own recording studio just beside your bedroom.
It's not like when you're recording in a traditional studio, you book your studio time and you have to be creative, you know. On Monday at 1 o'clock, you have to be creative. It's not like this, you know. With this one, when you get inspired, you can just turn on the computer and, you know, lay down some tracks, or, you know, start creating or start messing around with the mix, you know. And so it's very, you know, in that sense, you know, it's a major tool already for any artist, you know.
And what other site Wolfgang is influenced by all things digital? Well, find out in their new website. This time around, it's more packed and it'll surely keep fans logged on.
It's our official website, but it's gonna have an underground feel. You know, it doesn't look too corporate, and somehow we can attract, you know, a bigger. I think we could attract a bigger audience if it was an underground feel. But the fans can expect updates as they come, because I'm sort of the minister of information of the band, so, you know, and I'm in direct contact with the webmaster.
What to do when you log on to www.wolfgangph.com? Get the latest news and gig schedule. Say what you want in their open forum. Download cool pictures of the band. Check out the details of tracks on their entire album. And dig this, there's a special page for each member of the band dedicated to personal trivia and some secrets that are for fans' eyes only.
No, I can't imagine us doing what we do without modern technology, because everything that revolves around Wolfgang nowadays is pretty much a lot of modern technology.
With the arrival of the digital age, surely we can expect Filipino artists to champion their cause in more alternative ways. And as Manuel says,
The possibilities are as limited as your imagination is. There's no turning back now. I mean, this is the future.